you realize you're bringing 80s romance back with like the lake and the moon and the whisper wall? Like, what's the most romantic gesture you ever done for somebody?
I think everyone should be proud of romance because it's a very beautiful way to live life. And I'm someone who's has love in my life, and love has changed my life. That's what I think made me able to play the part of Arthur in a way that I'm very, very pleased with. Because yes, the humour and comedy is prevalent in the film. It's a very funny film, but yeah, it's a love story.
Now, what's the craziest thing that you've seen, like as the magnetic bed, the crazy cars? Which items do you want to grab and like take home, and why?
I'd like that magnetic bed, I think, although I'd worry that it might give you headaches, you know, all that magnetism flying around. And frankly, more magnetism in the bedroom? Come on, there's only so much you can take.
I mean, the last scene, one of the last scenes, like you're running through New York in your underwear. Was that modest? Were you modest at all doing
I
that?
felt shy, yeah, because people were like hanging out and watching and stuff. And you know what? When I ran out of 42nd Street Church in my underpants, I got a phone call from Chris Martin out of Coldplay saying, Russell, it was an answer phone message. Russell, I've just seen you running down 42nd Street in your underpants, and it reminded me of you because it was you. Are you all right? Good, wasn't it, to get that? What must he have thought was happening?
No, what do you think when someone has no boundaries, no one ever says no to him? Do you think that's a mixture for bad stuff to happen?
Yeah, I think so. I think people that don't have any boundaries, that have no impetus to grow up, can turn into crazy, irresponsible loonies. And luckily, Arthur is someone who's maintained his childlike sense of wonder and sense of fun. But I think a lot of people turn into twerps.
What do you think about like the alcoholism and like the partying, like people who don't want to deal with the problems, they go to that? Why do you think that's such an easy thing to go and to fall into?
Because it's an escape, because when you're drunk you don't have to face your problems in the same way. But me, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I know that ultimately you have to deal with your problems, you can't just drink them away. But this is more a focus on the fun side of drinking and boozing. It makes you inappropriate and dopey and kind of silly, you know. But by the end of the movie, Arthur has to deal with his alcoholism, because this is 2011, not 1981, when it was just cool to be drunk.
So what do you think like AA is good to kind of show that it's not 80s, like to take control of yourself?
I think it is good to show the alternative, and I think it's responsible to show the alternative, that for people that don't want to drink or take drugs, there is always an option, one day at a time.